Hey everybody, I had a lot of inquiries regarding how to put the spinner kits together that we sell. So all the spinner kits are 6 pieces of glass or 6 panels once you've got them assembled, and they pretty much all go together the same way. So no matter which kit you have, they're all going to be assembled the exact same way. So let me explain how, and then you'll be off and running and having your Elvis or your Saturday Night Fever or whatever type spinner you have dancing all night long. So the first thing you're going to have is you're going to get a pattern in your kit, and the pattern's going to look like this. And I've already soldered my panels, my pieces together, so you can see how this is going to go together. And the ones that you're going to get, I just numbered mine here, but the ones you're going to get are already going to have these identifiers on them, okay? So you're going to have 6 panels that you're going to either put together or that are just pieces of glass like here. So this is number 1, here's 2, then we have 3 down here, 4, 5, and 6. Pretty much all spinners are going to be 6-sided, okay? The only thing I suggest you get, if you don't already have one, is you get or make yourself a spinner jig, which is what I have here, this block. And we do sell those here too at PeaceLuvGlass. And when you get these, as you can see, mine's well used. But when you receive these, you will also get these with the corresponding numbers on them. So as you can see, let's see if I can get it in the picture here. So as you can see, they're numbered, and of course yours will be much prettier than this old one I have here, but 1, 2, then you've got your 3 here, 4, 5, 6. So this identifies where all these corresponding pieces here will fit on your jig. Okay, so let's get to assembly, and once you get going on it, you're going to find it's really not that complicated. Okay, so let's start. So make sure you have your flux. I've got my Ameriway solder right here ready to go, 6040. I came up with this cute little idea about using the watercolor pens to fill my flux in with, so it's always ready to go right there. So this is my little flux pen. And then, of course, what I use is the Hakko FX601 soldering iron. Okay, so those are all the tools and supplies that I'll be using today. Okay, so I'm just going to scoot this pattern out of the way for right now because we're going to need to get our jig front and center. Okay, and hopefully you guys can see this. So what we're going to do is the first thing we're going to do is we're going to assemble 1 and 2. I always work from top to bottom in that order. So we're going to assemble 1, 2, then we'll do 3, 4, and then we'll do 5, 6. Okay. The newer jigs that I'll be selling, you're going to be able to set them down this way, and they're not going to teeter because it's going to be quite helpful. So right now I'm just going to use some things I have laying around here to just kind of prop mine up. Okay, so there you go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get number 1, and we're going to get number 2, and we're going to lay them flat and then put them together right here. Now, the one thing in the stained glass world that you want to do is you always want to put your corners, any type of 90-degree angles that you have, you don't ever want to put them together where they overlap like this completely or like this. You always want them to be put together so they're corner to corner and leave that V looking shape, if you can see that. Okay, so you want the edges to be right up against each other. So I am going to use my jig, put my edges up against each other, and I'm going to hold it right about there. And yes, you're going to need your arms and legs and toes and everything else to hold this in place. Apply my flux, and where'd my solder go? Here we go. And then we're just going to tack solder. So I'm just going to drop a couple beads of solder right here. There you go. And you can even tack them. Like you can use tacks, like what I have here, and you can tack this up into the wood if you don't want to hang on to it. I've done so many of these that I'm kind of getting used to just hanging on to them. So basically there's your sides 1 and 2 tacked together. So now we're going to go ahead and we'll move on to number 3. So I'm going to grab my number 3 piece. I'm going to tilt my jig back up. And this time we're going to lay it here. And again, the exact same concept. You're just going to go corner to corner. And again, we could lay it down. And if that works best for you, or upright, whatever's comfortable for you. And again, we're just going to put edge to edge. And we're going to lift this up a little bit if we have to. Just like that. I think I got it. There you go. And again, we're going to hang on to it. Add a little bit of our flux. And again, just give it a quick tack right there. And right down here. Now I can let go. And we'll throw some solder in the middle. Again, we're just tacking. We're not worried about getting it pretty or anything at this point. We just want to make sure it's all together. Okay, so there's third. Then again, we're going to flip it around. And we'll move on to number 4. So I'm going to grab my number 4 piece. Lay it right here. Same concept. Where you're going to go edge to edge. You can create that little V freighter, if you will. And once you have it there, just like that. Oh, I lost it there for a minute. Stay put. Then again, we're going to add our flux. And I'm just tack soldering it in place. Just a few little dabs will do you. All right, there you go. Like I said, it's not hard once you get going, get the hang of it. All right, now we're going to go on to number 5. So number 5, we can lay it down this way if we wanted to. These are going to be his legs. Now, if you bought the kits, the only thing you have to remember that I forgot is don't flip the legs around this way, because he's going to be facing one direction and his feet are going to be going the other, which kind of looks weird. Plus, you'll notice that your piece here is going to extend further than his knee. They all should fit evenly. So if I flipped them over correctly, you notice that piece fits end to end. Okay? So these are kind of easier to do. You can just lay them like this and get it right on in there. Again, create your little V. There it is. Move mine over just a hair. There you go. Flux. And then we will add some solder. There you go. Should about do it. Just again, we're just tacking it in place. And then that brings us to our very last piece. And again, long side fits long side, short side should fit his short side. I'm going to flip it around this way so you guys can see. And we're going to do the exact same thing. And that looks like it's pretty much right on the nose right there. It fits right there. And it looks like his legs are right there on the mark too. So I'm just going to hold it. Like I said, this jig makes things a little bit easier and definitely makes things move along a lot faster, to where we can knock these out and you can make all sorts of beautiful spinners. Like I said, most of these are 6-sided, so any design will work. Just put your 6 panels together if they require any assembly, and then from there you get this little jig out and you're off and running. And like I said, any kits, any spinner kits you buy from PeaceLuvGlass, we will have them numbered accordingly, so you know which piece is where, just like that. And if you get the jig from me, you'll get the jig that corresponds with the numbers on the pattern. So basically that's all there is to building a jig, or creating a spinner and building a spinner. From here out, you're just going to fill in this little cavern right here, and all 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And once it's assembled, right now it's a little loosey-goosey, then you're going to flip it over and just basically do the exact same thing to the other side. And that's how Elvis can get his groove on. So I hope this helps everybody. Holler at me if you have questions. You can email me at PeaceLuvGlass@gmail.com or shoot me a message. Check out the website for more kits, and I'll help you along in any way I can. I hope this helps everybody. Thanks for watching, and have a groovy day.